Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let's put my notes out, put them down somewhere. Okay. Now, today, ma'am. No, I don't. You want batteries? You have to go to the office again. All right. Yes. So, Khalil, glasses on.
Do you have money for it?
They'll take an IOU. Now, you guys should remember these exponent laws. Now, these are the notes I think you need to take on your blue formula, on your blue sheets. So, if you multiply two exponents, so if you multiply two numbers, same base, you add the exponents. Now, as I said, this is all stuff you should have learned last year, but it's been a while. Thank you, Khalil. Then you can tell me the next one. Oh, do you want me to put an example down to go with this?
Yes, please.
Okay. So, three to the 4 times 3 to the 5. So, 3 to the 4 times 3 to the 5 is 3 to the 4 plus 5, or 3 to the 9. And note, when we get into big numbers like that, I don't expect you to turn it into whatever it is. Yes?
Isn't it the next one? I'm trying to remember from last year. Isn't it if you go A divided by A, wouldn't that equal the two exponents minus E?
Yes. Now, be careful with the division, because I can write this as a to the m over a to the n.
So you just have to minus it.
Yes, you minus them, but there's two ways to write it out. So if I went 5 to the 7 divided by 5 to the 4, or 5 to the 7 divided by 5 to the 4, that's 5 to the 7 minus 4, or 5 cubed. Now the third one, now obviously guys, you don't have to write out this, but this is the stuff that should be going on your note sheet. This is the core of the lesson. Now the third one is a power of a power, or sorry, power to a power. A to the m, ma'am? Mm-hmm.
This is multiple?
Yes. Now, an example for this would be 3 to the 4 squared, 4 times 2, or 3 to the 8. And once again, I don't know what that is, and I don't expect you to calculate it easily. Now, this is good. You guys remember this stuff. All right, now. Yes, well, it is. AB to the m. Now you notice I'm using this dot instead of x. Welcome back. Yes, because x could be a variable. So if I went 5x to the 4, that's 5 to the 4 times x to the 4. It doesn't have to be a number. It can be a variable. Just to screw with your mind. What color haven't I used? Black. All right. That sucks. Now the fifth one is, excuse me, exactly the same. Bracket A over B, close bracket to the m is what? A to the m over b to the m. Sometimes. So an example for that would be 7 over y to the 4th, 7 to the 4th over y to the 4th. And yes, I can use y instead of x. Why not? Actually, one person got the joke. Thank you. All right. Now, those are the 5 exponent rules you have to remember. You should remember them from Math 9, but it was a long time ago. Mrs. Garant or Mrs. DeBrill wouldn't let you out of Math 9 unless you knew this stuff. So, you knew it. Do you remember this question? You escaped. Run! Run faster! All right. Now, remember, there's been a couple of other of these exponent radical things you have to remember. Okay. Now, where was I? Oh, yeah. So, if we go... This we talked about already, the negative exponent. Take the reciprocal. That's not one of these big 5 rules, but it's something you should remember. And also, you don't have to, but this is stuff you really should remember. Because tomorrow during the review class, I'm going to throw all of this at you just to hurt your brain.
I knew we were going to have a test. Wednesday?
Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah. Tomorrow. Hang on. Let me finish. Tomorrow and Wednesday will be review classes. Thursday will be the test. That way you get 2 days to review, you have a test, and then you have no homework over the spring break, because otherwise you have to study and then write a math test when you come back from spring break.
And to be honest, I would.
Yeah, I know. Sir. I'm sorry?
After the supper is moved, are you going to do this
I want to go through it again, make certain there's nothing else I need. So,
for a while?
well, no, I mean like for a week or something. So the next time you come, you can take it.
Okay. And then there's stuff here.
Hang on. I'm sorry, you were saying?
All right, just make sure, because if I can take it back now, I can wipe it. But if you need to go through it again, I need to uninstall Acrobat Pro from here before I can get more.
Oh, because you can only have one copy of it. Computers. Okay. I'm sorry for creating extra work for you. But thank you for helping. All right. Now, getting back to this. Where was I? All right. So you guys got this stuff? Is that yes, Mr. Sutton?
No.
Yes. All right. Grab your slates. Here's some examples for you guys to work on. Okay. Okay. So, everybody, quickly show me m cubed times m squared becomes what? Catherine, think about it.
Think about it.
Think about it. Yes, 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 yes. Khalil? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, who hasn't? Camden, can you show me again what you got? Yes. Yes, you add them together. Good. Now, thank you. All right, guys. Shh. Change question. No, just seeing who's awake. M cubed times m to the minus 2. What do you get? Can't read that from here. Yes. Oh. Think about it. Yes. Thank you, Camden. Yes. Yes. Careful, Khalil. What's the rule? Haley, think about it. Yes. 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 What's the rule? Yes. Yes. You're adding them. m to the? Good. Now, so pay attention. Now, what about x squared over x to the 5th? Help me with that one.
Are we dividing it?
Yes. Yes. X squared divided by x to the 5th becomes what? Haley, think about it some more. Luke? Yes.
Oh, that was a...
Keep going. Yes.
Oh.
You're dividing. What do you do? Yes. 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 2 minus 5. And what's 2 minus 5? Minus 3. Now, okay, guys, what's another way to write this answer? Write it out a different way. How can I write it different just to play with your mind?
Oh, I get it.
Yes, I can write it like that. Now, careful. It looks, without the brackets, looks like you're just cubing the 1 and not the x. I know what you mean. Yes. Or you write 1 over x in brackets cubed. Okay. right. All right, so everybody come on over here. Yes. Come closer.
In my brain, you know, your sleeping train. No, I don't want to go on there.
Okay. Gentlemen, ladies, humans all. N squared, sorry, bracket n squared, close bracket, minus 3. What you got? What does that become at the end? All right, Dorian, I won't mind you. All right, Catherine? Yes? Thank you. Thank you. Show me in 3, 2, yes? I'm assuming that's a minus 6? Okay, yes? Yes. Taylor?
Sorry,
That's all right.
figuring out how to multiply with my minus.
Yes? Brooke, did you show me? Careful. What is 2 times minus 3? Negative 6. Khalil, did you show me? Forgive me. All right. Now, what if I get what if I get nasty and use brackets inside of brackets? Now, hang on. Now, what did I say about the numbers once they start getting big, like 3 cubed or 3 to the 4th? Do you have to write them out as 81 or whatever? No, you can leave it as an exponent. So, what is 3/5 cubed to the 4th power? Yes, yes, show me in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you. All right, who hasn't shown me? That's right. Thank you. Yes? Yes. A power to a power. All right. Now, hang on. Luke showed me 27, 125 to the 4. Is he correct?
Yes. No, just look at the.
Yeah, he looked at the board where the perfect cubes are kept. Now, that's fine. I think 3/5 to the 12th power is easier to write out. A little bit. I can't argue for this being wrong unless I said simplest, in which case that's the simplest. Now, hang on. I need the answer. Oh, your marker, please. When this is to the minus 4, what does this become? Thank you. In 3, 2, 1. Show me. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Haley, did you show me?
Yeah.
Okay. You got it right? Yes? Khalil, did you show me? Okay. Did you show me? Thank you. All right. So yes. Now, okay, guys. That's why math is supposed to be the most fun thing in this room. All right. Now, just to play with your minds. Only if you smell burnt toast. Now. Okay. Bracket x squared, y squared, close bracket, bracket x squared, y to the minus 4th, close bracket. I'll go over here. Now, how would you simplify that mess? Stay there so the camera can see it. There we go. So, y to the minus 4. So what are you doing here? Now, a bunch of you are going, what the heck? Now, can we rewrite this as one term?
Yes.
Well, what would you, okay, if you can't, hang on a second, guys. Keep going.
You go like x4 and then you go like y.
Yeah. Well, what you're doing in your head, you're going x squared times y squared times x squared times y to the minus 4. Now, simplify it. Now, you're all trying to do this in your head, and nobody's, and
Is it this?
no. Okay. Now, You write it out like this. Get rid of the brackets. How many x's do you have?
2. Oh, 2. 4.
Well, you've got 2 x's written out twice, but when I say how many x's, it's x to what power? Now, x2 plus 2, y to the 2 minus 4. Now, if I wrote it out like that, what's my power of x?
4.
What's my power of y?
-2.
Minus 2. So this would be x to the 4, y to the minus 2. Now, if that's the case, what's another way I can write that without a minus sign? Making everything positive. Okay, hang on. Yes, that's another way. Careful. Where does the minus sign go? Okay, guys. Now, right over here, the cheating shortcut I warned you about. A to the minus m is 1 over a to the m. So if I go y to the minus 4, how else can I write that? Oh, it's y to the minus 2, forgive me. 1 over y squared. Now, what am I doing to my x? What is it? It's x to the 4th. Am I doing anything to that? No. Haley, show it higher. I want everyone to see what she's got written out. Now, wait, actually, let's go over here so Mr. Computer can see it. Come here, boy. Come here. Come on. Oh. Computers like puppies. All right. You, Venus, come on. Come here. Come on. Come on. This way. Bracket x to the 4th, close bracket, 1 over y squared. Now, I like this. Thank you, Haley. You can stop blushing now. This way. Come on. Come on. Come on. Now, is there a different way, an easier way to write that out? Come on. What is? Well, she's writing out x to the 4th, 1 over y squared, which is perfectly correct. I'm just lazy. Sorry, I mean economical. Is there a more economical way to write that out?
Yes.
Yes. Of course there is. If I ask the question like that, of course there is. Khalil knows me too well. Does he know the answer to the question I'm asking? No. Okay. Do I need all those brackets?
No.
Can I write it out without all those brackets?
Yes.
How would I write it out without brackets? Be lazier, Elizabeth. You're putting in too much work. Even lazier. Even lazier, Haley.
This?
Even lazier.
Even lazier.
Even lazier.
That's a thing.
Careful.
Don't do anything. Don't do anything.
No. Okay. Okay. That's x to the 4th divided by y squared.
I was trying.
Haley got it.
Woohoo!
I was like, man, this is gonna be totally wrong.
I think that was like, what?
I was like,
Come on. Come here, boy. Come here. All right. So, x squared over y to the 4th is absolute easiest. That is a wait. If you actually have to keep on playing with it, we have questions. Now, getting back to this stuff, what I'm trying to get you guys to do is I'm trying to show you what's the easiest, laziest way to write it out with the least amount of ink. All right. Now, here I'm going to show you one, and we're going to work on it together. 10 a to the 5th b cubed over 2 a squared b to the minus 2. Now, that color doesn't show up very well, so I'll grab a different marker. Language, my pure ears are just a-burning. Now, as I said, guys, we will do this together. Now, some of you guys are frantically writing stuff out, not paying attention to me, or just copying it out. Yes, Luke?
So for this, because you're dividing it, it's times, right?
No.
Oh, no,
Minus. Yes, when we divide, it's minus. Now, hint,
You put them together like
split it up 10 over 2. So I would write this as 10 over 2. A to the 5th over a squared. Yes, Khalil. Times b cubed over b to the minus 2. Now, if you split it up like that, it's a poop load easier. What is 10 divided by 2? 5. Indu kwak hat sank. Ich ni senshi go rook. Wait.
That sounds awesome. Wait, what language?
That was Japanese. Now, a to the 5 over. Now, hang on. Everybody should be able to do 10 over 2 is 5.
Yep.
You all have that many fingers and toes.
Yep.
Now,
I lost one.
that sucks. That's,
I love this sympathy.
well, then do fingers and toes. You still have more than 10, I hope. All right, a to the 5th divided by a squared. Now, go back to our rules. That is the second one where we're dividing. So what do we do to our exponents? Minus. So this is a to the 5 minus 2. What is 5 minus 2?
3.
A cubed. Now, last one. Here's the trick. What is it? Yes, it's b cubed minus 2. What's 3 minus 2?
Well, it makes it positive.
Yes, thank you, Luke. So minus 2 becomes 2. 3 plus 2 is 5. Now, I forgot to write out my 5 again, which is kind of a poopy move, but it's life. Now, you guys sort of see that? Okay, so let's go down here. Where there's, I forgot to erase that board. So I'll give you one for you guys to work on down here. Well played. I don't want to know. Stop it now. All right. Now, what I need you guys to do is Now, I'll try it. Give me a moment.
Is that an O?
This is 20. Now, this is 15 x to the minus 3 y squared divided by 20 x to the y to the 5th. Now, write it out and start simplifying this mess. This is several steps. You're going to need a minute. It gives me just enough time to clean this. So, what's the first thing you got to do here? That's 20x. Pay attention, Mr. Sutton, please. Now, what's the first thing you do?
Whole number, so 15 divided by 20? Are you
Yes.
quick? Yeah.
Yes, 15 divided by 20. Thank you, Catherine. So what happens? 15 20ths. Fraction. What's the simplest fraction?
15 over 20.
Careful. Can we simplify 15 over?
Oh, 5 over.
Well, hang on.
Wait, 20.
15 and 20. What's the greatest common factor? 5. So 15 divided by 5 is?
So 3 over 4.
Yeah.
Good man. 3/4. Good. Now, that's greatest common factoring, something we did last week, or was it the week before? So, it's a lot of stuff you got to remember. Now, what's the next part? Write out the basic equation for the x's and show me what you do next. Taylor, I think you have it written out. Can you show me?
Like all of them?
Yes, like that. Now, Taylor has it written out nicely. X to the minus 3 over x. Now, guys, when you do this, hint, x to the 1. Now, we're normally too lazy to write out the 1. Now, who? Oh, you're all quietly paying attention. So what happens to my x?
Stays
X
minus.
two.
Oh, careful. What is it? It's x. We're dividing.
So it stays the negative.
So hang on. And when we divide, what do we do with our exponents?
Minus.
We subtract them or minus them. So what is minus 3 minus 1?
Minus 2.
Minus 2.
Minus 3 minus 1? You owe somebody $3 and you owe somebody else another $1. How much do you owe?
Yeah, so it becomes addition.
Okay. And the last one is, so it's y squared over y to the 5th.
Minus.
So like, do we know what
Hang
the
it.
3/4 would be? Like, did we figure that one out yet?
Yes, we figured it. Khalil said actually it was Khalil and someone else. 15/20ths, you divide everything by 5. And you get 3/4.
Yeah, so 3/4. That's it.
Yes.
That's- you don't have to put this.
Now, the last part, y squared divided by y to the 5th is what?
Minus 3.
Yeah, it's y squared 2 minus 5. You have $2, you owe somebody $5. How much money do you owe them? Yes. So this is 3/4 x to the minus 4, y to the minus 3.
Perfect.
Good. Now, I've noticed a bunch of you already have that written down, which is good. Now, my question, is there another way we can write it down without the minus signs?
Yes, by that switcheroo there.
Reciprocal, yes. And that becomes what?
So it'd be 1 over x.
Yes, this would be 1 over x to the 4th, 1 over y cubed. Now, can I write that simpler, Luke? Yes. I can write it as one term, as what? Haley, you're halfway there. Finish it and show me, please.
3 goes on top, right? And then you go
Oh, no,
4.
3/4.
Careful. Haley, what happened? So, x to the 4th y cubed.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you.
4 times.
Here's, Haley, how your y cubed went from down here to up here. Let's make it confused.
We're like
Or
scientists.
Y or Y.
That's, yes, y to the 4th. I'm just horrible at writing. Now, need a little more practice, I can see. All right. Now,
Wait, is it 4x to the 4th that times y?
no,
Is this?
x to the 4th times y cubed. All right. More practice. Okay. One sec, guys. Incoming.
Got the hands.
Okay. Now. Okay. M to the 2/3 times m to the 3/4 is what? Yes. Okay. So what are you getting? Okay. What are we doing here? We are what? Multiplying. So, when we multiply, what do? We
Add the exponents.
so show me what this is. Something like that, correct? Now, when you add exponents, what do you need? Yes, you need a common denominator.
So that gives you 12.
Yes.
So it would be like,
Hang on, Elizabeth, let me think this one through myself. So 3 and 4, the common denominator is
5 12s.
12.
Oh.
So this gets multiplied by 4. This gets multiplied by 4. This gets multiplied by 3. So 4 times 2 is?
Oh, sorry, 4 times 2 is
8.
4 times 2? 8 and
3 times 3 is?
6. 9. 2. What? Then you add them.
8 times 9?
Oh, careful, it's adding.
Oh, 17.
Yes.
17 over 12.
Okay.
And that leaves you with like 1 and 5 12.
Something like that, which we don't care about. Now, we do, but I don't know what m is, so. Now, you guys don't remember factors, that's fine. Now, minus 9. Yep. Okay. Now, another one of those we just did over there. minus 9, a to the minus 4, b to the 3/4 divided by 3a squared b to the half. All right. So, just like we did over there, we chunk it up or split it up. So, I want you guys to show me it chunked up or split up. Don't have to do anything more than that. Just show me it chunked up in 3, 2, 1. Thank you. Yes? Careful. That's minus 9 and 3. Yes? 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 Yes. You're giving me a final answer. I said chunk it up. Show me work. The idea behind the slates lab is to show work. Yes? Mm-hmm. Who hasn't shown me? Desiree, have you shown me? Yes, Elizabeth, you shown me? Yes, Khalil. Thank you. All right. So everybody's getting this. Minus 9 divided by 3 is what? All right. Now, a to the minus 4 over a squared. What are we doing?
Minusing.
So subtracting them, so it becomes... Hang on.
Oh, yeah.
What do we do with division? The second rule for exponent was?
Minusing.
We're minusing, so it becomes what?
Minus 2. Minus 6, sorry.
Minus 4 minus 2, which becomes a final of? Minus 6. All right. Now the last one is a little bit nasty.
So do you have to do the common denominator?
Yes.
4.
That looks right. Not careful. You're at. Wouldn't you be subtracting them because it's division?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so this one. What do we do? Show me. Guys, write it out and show me.
We gotta go. Common
Yes.
denominator.
We'll write out the next step. Thank you. Careful, Luke. I think you're subtracting them, not adding them.
Which one?
Well, b to the. What's your power? Remember, guys, when I say show me the next step, I mean b to the 3/4 minus 1/2. You're skipping this step. Yes. If you skip this step, too many of you, yes, thank you, are adding them.
Oh, okay. We still find the common denominator, right?
Well, yes. Well, a half and a fourth. What's common? Fourth. Minus 2/4. So that's b to the 1/4. So this whole thing minus 3 a to the minus 6 b to the 1/4. What's another way to write that out? Yes. Now it's one equation, not times times.
Oh, yeah, we do. Yeah, for sure.
Is that the other?
Okay.
Yeah, that's the other way, right?
Yes. Careful. It's plus 1/4, so it stays on top, Luke.
Oh.
Okay. Well, what have you got here? A to the minus 6. So if I want to get rid of the minus sign, I can write it as a to the 6 divided by. Yes. And that's one of my favorite trick questions on the test. So. So a little more practice. Come on over here, guys. Ma'am?
Okay, everybody, let's rotate.
Now, some of you guys are struggling with this a little bit, so let's try. Let me see. Yes. So, what do we do here? I want to see it chunk. Okay. So chunk this one. Just write out the chunk parts. I don't want to see any work yet. Thank you. Now, actually, Catherine, hold that up again. I want you to, everybody, take a quick look at what Catherine's doing. Out of the way, Khalil. We're seeing your shoulder in the camera. This way. All right. So what Catherine is doing, she's just writing out the equation and putting boxes around it. That's all you have to do. Now, who else is frantically? Okay. You can also write it like this. Separate fractions. I don't care. Does it matter? No. All right. Now we will have to do separate fractions. Show me what you've got written out in 3, 2, 1 now, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm waiting. Oh, faster. Thank you. All right. So it becomes 7 over 21. Now, help me out here. 7 over 21 simplifies to? Sorry? Okay, come on. Khalil, you closest. Keep on going. It's gonna work.
So we have 1/3 now. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, everybody. Now we have, what is it? Oh, I gotta use the black one now. Now we have a over a negative 1. What do we do there? What's that equal?
It looks like.
Oh, wait.
Sorry, but that doesn't look like a name. It looks like a.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that's supposed to look like.
I did that really fast. Okay, you guys can stop criticizing me.
Just fix your A and you're like.
Oh, this doesn't even have a thingamajigger.
Yes, somebody ripped it out.
Oh.
All right, guys, stop picking on Khalil. That's my job. You're supposed to be the sweet, kind, innocent ones.
Good job, Khalil. You're doing great.
Well, his A looks like a.
Figure 4 looks
Guys.
Well, that's a 4.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
Now, thank you, Khalil. Do you want to continue or should I finish?
Okay,
All right, then. Everybody.
okay, I'm kidding.
You don't want the power? All right, thank you, Khalil. Now,
Oh, wait, I'll take my game.
all right, going back here, thank you. Now, the last chunky bit is b to the minus 2 over b to the 1/2. Now, once you do that, you look at each chunky bit. 7 and 21 becomes 1/3. A to the 4 divided by a to the minus 1. Brooke, sorry, what's the answer for the second part? A to the 4 divided by a to the minus 1?
Oh, A to the 3.
You're minusing the minus.
Because
Alright.
it's minus.
Minus.
4 minus 1. Sorry. Thank you, Elizabeth. Gentlemen. Thank you very much. All right. So 4 minus minus 1. Remember the rule, when we're dividing, we subtract. Now, I make this mistake all the time, which is why I insist you write out the steps. If you write out the steps, you're much less likely to bung it. 4 minus minus 1. Minus minus 1 is?
5.
Positive 1. Or a to the 5. So Elizabeth keeps insisting. And I've learned not to argue with a lady. Now,
So negative signs cancel each other out.
yes, minus minus becomes a plus. So Desiree, thank you for volunteering to help. What does the next part become? Did you write it out yet? Okay. What should my show me the next step for my b's? Yes.
I got lost.
Okay. Well,
Once I got there.
Haley's you forgot your b, minus 2, minus 1/2. Now, what's minus 2 minus 1/2?
1.5.
You owe somebody $2, you owe somebody else $half a dollar.
I can see that.
Minus 2.5.
Or is that Peter?
Oh, yes. Now, some people will go minus 5/2. That's
a
fine.
big minus thing.
Yes, it is. All right. You guys want to sit down now?
Yes.
All right. Now that I got the smartboard working, everybody grab a seat, please.
Oh, you're.
Do we still need our slate?
Yes, you need your slate. Excuse me, don't you? All right. This way, dude. Sorry.
Okay.
All right.
Hopefully it just keeps on this down.
Oh, this feels so.
I guess you
I hate answering the next. I have this. I have.
all actually want to not commit.
Oh, that's hands. I'm just kidding. What'd you say, Twin?
All right, guys. One moment. Get your slates out. I'm going to take attendance when the smartboard's warming up, so you're getting another question. You might want to take a minute. Go around. take notes if you want. Do you want to copy out one of these example questions? Now, I forgot to take a sentence earlier, so it's Jordana and
Thomas.
And Paul.
Paul and
Yeah, I want to see how blurry it is.
Paul.
Look at mine probably wouldn't even be blurry.
Is that everybody?
These guys are going to get the works just well. Look at my zoom in. It zoomed in all the way.
Alright.
I zoomed in all the way.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Do we need our slates?
Yes.
Okay.
A few more sample questions. Now,
So is going to practice some words ones as well, like word questions?
yes, but you guys are having a little trouble with these
Yeah.
bigger ones, so
Yeah.
I want to do a few more examples with you guys. So,
That's fine.
come on. More. Yes, you can. Okay. Now, everybody chunk this one up for me. Just chunk it up.
Just chunk it.
50.
Chunk it up. That's the man.
I don't want to know. Stop, please, Khalil. Now, just chunk it up for me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now, once you chunk it up, start simplifying the bits. Thank you. Taylor?
Okay. So if it's
No, that's all right. I'm just going.
a division, it's
Yes. Keep going. Luke, did you show me yet? I forget.
Wait.
All right. Everybody show me what you have written now. Okay, everybody. Khalil?
Holy, right.
All right, everybody's got it chunked up. So what do you do next?
15 divided by 2 equals
Which is?
5.
That's
5 on 1.
All right, the next bit is
You divide. No, sorry.
But
Minus.
would
Minus.
be
a to the 5 divided by a to the minus 2. What do you do?
Maybe 3.
You minus.
You divide it. Hang on, guys. You subtract the exponents, so what does it become?
7.
Now, show steps. What's the next step I expect to see?
the minusing the minus 2.
Yeah.
Yes, so it'd be a to the 5 minus minus 2. Yes, you guys can do this in your head. Yes, you're going to show me or I'm going to get cranky. Yes, that's the advantage of being old and not having enough coffee.
I don't think you're.
Oh, you just wait, Khalil. Someday you'll be old like me. And I'll just sit here and laugh and laugh and laugh at you. I won't know why, but I will. Last one's the easy one. Taylor, kick that box of paper out of the way. Then it's a boy, just kick, or your sister, just kick it. All right. Now, b squared divided by b cubed. Show me the next step. Yes, well, you're skipping a step, but what does it become?
I don't know where I
Khalil,
am.
you're skipping a step. You're giving me the final. Yes.
Final thing? 2 minus 3. Negative.
Yes. 2 minus 3. You have $2. You owe somebody $3. It's minus 1. Now.
What? Oh no.
Yes. Now, write out your final answer for me and circle it.
So how do we do that? You would do the simplest option.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes? Now. Thank you. Well, once again, Khalil, you flashed it too fast. Let me see again.
Did you say?
Oh,
I did.
Did you circle it? No. Yes.
Oh, I gotta circle it.
Yes. All right. Thank you. Now, you're two people. Haley, thank you. Camden, did you show me your final answer?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Could I see it again, please? All right. Now, you're all getting 5a, 7b to the minus 1. I'm very happy. 3 or 4 of you, a squared over b. I don't mind.
Isn't it a to the 7? Not
Are
a
they
squared?
both great?
And you're going to complain about the arsenic I'm putting in your food. All right. Now,
Oh, I was gonna say I don't get that.
you don't get what, Khalil?
When you put 5a squared.
Yeah, that's because Mr. Sutton can't count. Anyway, so it should be 5a to the 7th divided by b, or b to the minus 1. They're identical. Does it matter how I write it?
No.
No. occasionally you will get the question where they say without negative exponents. So no negative exponents. You got to flip them. That's from the good old days when it was kind of annoying to do that. Now,
Can you do that even though if they don't ask you to do that?
yes.
Alright.
But the problem is, on a multiple choice test, I would give you one of these answers or the other.
And the one without the negative.
Well, hang on. Depends on how I word the question. I said without negative exponents, I give you both answers. This would be A. This would be like C or D.
Okay.
And then you go, this is without negative exponents. It's correct. But this is a simplification. But if you miss the negative exponent thing,
It's wrong.
it's an evil distractor.
Okay.
So slowly turning into a language arts course. Hopefully by the time you get to Math 30, you know, I've retired and then Miss McLaughlin can come in here and teach the course for you because that's what's happening. Anyway, now.
That's minus 64.
Yes.
I remember that day when it was that cold.
Okay. Now, moving on to the next nasty bit.
Holy moly.
It's not that bad. It's like eating an elephant, one bite at a time.
Are you serious?
Yes, you can't eat the elephant 2 bites at a time, 1 bite at a time. All right, now, here I'm going. My first comment would be, now they're dead, Mark.
Yeah.
They're just throwing them back in the bucket. Boys.
I got one.
All right.
It's on phone. I got work even. Ready?
Okay. It's working. All right. Now, can we chunk this up?
Yes.
Probably.
Well,
Not
I'm going,
very well
is there
because there's an A, B, C.
A, B, C, and 64? Ooh, we can't chunk this up.
Rip.
We're in trouble.
Now, hang on. Can we simplify? Does anything cancel out? Do we have anything in the numerator and the denominator that's the same?
A and C have the same kind of exponent, right?
True.
They're different.
Now, hang on. What I'm trying to show here is, unlike this one, you can't chunk it up. So, you got to go, oh my God, what the heck is Mr. Sutton talking about? Yes, Catherine?
Isn't it if like, so the 1/3 is outside of the bracket,
Yes.
so it goes to each, right?
Yes, thank you. Catherine just answered my question for me, thank you. The next part, this is 1/3 to everything. So this is minus 64 to the 1/3. C to the 6 to the 1/3. A to the 9 to the 1/3. And B to the minus 1/2 to the 1/3. Actually, sorry, I'm going to put it down. I wrote it out correctly, I just want to color code it. So,
So if it's never mind.
Oh, that's a 9.
yes.
That was an A. Yeah, it's 9A.
So you give them each
Nine.
their own individual parentheses.
Yes. Now, this is the chunking it to the next part when you've got that nasty exponent. Remember, simplify as much as possible first, then figure it out. Now, I'm going, what's the cube root of minus 64? Well, what's the cube root of plus 64?
4.
So what should the cube root of minus 64 be?
Minus.
Should be minus 4. Now, I don't mind if you grab your calculators and check that now. I know. Way too much.
No!
Yes.
Not marked on me.
It washes out. Okay. Now, what is the cube root of minus 64?
Negative 4.
Negative 4. Good. Now, cap your markers and look up at me. Cap your markers, put them down, and look up at me, please. Somewhere like that. Okay. Now, this is important because minus 64 is minus 4 cubed. Okay?
Yes.
And what are we doing? I'm going to write it like this. Minus 4 cubed. And what are we doing to that? Going to the 1/3. What are we doing to our exponent? Sorry, what do we do to exponents when we have a power and power?
Multiply.
We multiply. So what is 3 times 1/3? 1/3, 3 times 1/3 is?
3/3.
3/3. which becomes
1.
1.
Do I bother writing out the 1 power? No. So, what I want to stress here, we multiply the exponents. So what am I going to do? 6c to the 6 to the 1/3 power.
6 times 1/3.
6 times 1/3. What is 6 times 1/3? Okay. A to the 9 times 1/3. What's 9 to the 1/3 power? Sorry, what's 9 times 1/3? 3. All right. And I'm going to leave b for the moment because I need somebody to help me out with that one. So this is going to be -4. So, see 6 times 1/3. Now, someone said 9 times 1/3 Desiree. 9 times 1/3. Okay. 9 divided by 3. Thank you. Remember, guys, 9 times 1/3 is the same as 9 divided by 3.
So you're just like not even using a 1, really?
Nope, don't need the 1. Now, those two were kind of easy. I'm sorry, 9 times 1/3 or 9 divided by 3. 3 times 3 is?
9.
9. Good. Now, multiplying. Power to a power, we multiply the exponents. What's my last set of exponents?
-1/2.
Times -1/3. So what is -1/2 times 1/3? Now remember multiplying. 1 times 1 is? 2 times 3 is?
6.
What happened to my minus sign that I forgot?
-1/6.
Nice.
That's how that goes.
Okay.
6 ones, we're gonna get rid of the.
Sorry, Haley?
Go like 6 to 1. Like to get rid of the minus sign.
The word problem?
No, yeah. You could flip it and write it.
Yeah, the word problem. Yeah, the word problem will be like, oh yeah, it's 1/4.
Now, Haley guys, Haley just brought up an important point here. How can I get rid of the minus sign with the 1/6?
You do the
Louder?
Yeah.
Reciprocal. So where would you write it? Instead of the denominator, you write it in the numerator up top. So you could write it like that. Thank you, Haley. Right. Too much?
A little bit.
Okay. Then we'll slow down. Do a couple more.
Okay.
All right. So erase this. We'll try something else. Yeah? Okay. Okay. So let's try something a little simpler. The 1/2 power means what?
Everything. It's half
Everything? Now, how can I write that as a radical?
Square root.
Square root. So what's the square root of 9?
3.
3.
All right. Now, I am supposed to say, chunk it up. Is there anything that can cancel out?
No.
Who be? So this is
Wait till you get to the old points.
Fun with Tristan.
They put it back in their pocket.
okay. Now, all right, Taylor. What's 9 to the half?
You're just dividing it by 2, right?
Careful.
Square rooting?
Yes, we're square rooting it. What's the square root of 9?
3. Oh, 3.
3. All right. So what's a to the 4th to the 1/2 power?
A2.
A2. How did you get that, Camden?
I did 4 times half.
4 times a half.
Actual times half.
Which is a squared. Now, I really should have done, and I apologize, I should have done this as 3 squared to the 1/2. Because 3 squared is? 3 squared. 3 times 3 is 9.
We're kind of slow today because
I know.
3 to 1 or 9 to 1?
Sorry?
3 or is it 9 to
I contract.
Okay, this is 3 to the 1.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it's 3 squared to the 1/2. Now, B, 8 times a half. What's
Okay.
8 times a half, Catherine?
60? No.
8
8
times a half.
times half. So it would be 8 times 2 or 8 divided by 2?
Hang on.
Square root of 8.
Stop.
What's
No,
the
Taylor, you're overthinking this. Multiply the exponents. 8 times a half is?
4.
4.
Because a half is basically like divide.
One time it is square root, other time
Well, it depends on how you write it. Give me a moment, I'll go back to that. Now, the last one.
But it gives you 2. Because you put 1/4 instead of 1.
1 times a half.
What's 1 times a half? Dorian.
That's a little embarrassing.
1 times a half
1 times 1/2.
is?
nice job, Dorian. Impressed you.
Okay. Okay, now, yes it is. So Taylor, you were talking about the square root thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, try to square
Let me
root.
try explaining. When I go 9 to the half, that's the square root of 9.
Yeah.
Okay?
So it's only when there's that number, like just.
The exponent of 1/2 means the square root.
Okay.
Now, the thing is, what I'm trying to get you to realize, the cheating shortcut for this, 9 is 3 squared. So if I go 3, what's 2 times a half? 1. What's the square root of 9? 3. So I'm trying to get you that square root, but that means you take the exponent and multiply it in half. So if it's a nice number, like 2 or 4 or 8,
Yeah.
but if it's not a nice number, odd, like 1, then it's a half.
So if it was like if 9 half would be.
This 9 to the 1/2. Hey, guys, shh. I'm sorry, Taylor?
So like instead of the number 9, if it was 8, it would have been, you wouldn't use the square root of 8.
No. Then you go back to the grind. Oh, I erased it. And then you have to do the radical and do the factor tree and all that. But I don't want to do that. I want to stay with nice numbers now.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So.
Oh yeah, there's a connection there. I heard that. Do you
Okay.
mind? I'm gonna
Guys?
pick you up at lunch.
Nothing he doesn't deserve. Now, one more.
Alright, let's try this. 3 times the charms. Right in the face. Ooh. Sure that spot. In the liver.
Yeah. Never heard that before.
Okay. Now, first things first,
Right up.
chunk it.
Yeah.
So anything we can simplify.
Okay, I'm ready.
No.
X's.
We could do the
X.
Yes. X's. So, when I count to 5, I want everybody to show me just a chunk.
Oh, I
5.
didn't even start.
Well.
Okay, thank you for admitting that. Now, what I'm saying is chunking or simplify. Is there anything in the numerator that's the same in the denominator?
Yeah, but like, okay, so the X's match, but what do you do with the rest?
If you go
You leave 'em.
X6,
So it's 7.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to be picky, someone, yes, will always say, but Mr. Sutton, can we write that as 7 over 1? Yes, we can. I don't normally because I'm lazy. Then, what's the next part?
the X's.
X to the 4 over x squared. Now, you have to be able to now, you don't have to simplify this now, but it makes life so much easier. Camden, x to the 4 divided by x squared.
You can't just go
Yes.
X6.
X to the 4 minus 2 or x squared.
2 and 1. 2 and 1.
Now, what about the last term? Is there any?
You just leave it.
Y.
9.
Now, this is 1 over y to the 9 or y to the minus 9. Does it matter which way I write it?
Wait,
No.
minus.
Because it's denominator.
So if it's a denominator, it's minus?
Hang on, stop. I'm going to write it like this for the moment. 1 over y to the 9. So this simplifies to what?
X.
7x squared over y to the 9.
Brackets 1/3, right?
1/3. Now, what's the cube root of 7?
1.9.
Is that a perfect cube?
No.
No. So what do I say about fractions? Or decimals?
You put a fraction.
No. Sorry, hang on. I'm sorry, I misspoke. My bad. What do I say about decimals at this point?
You don't want them.
I don't want them. So you got to leave that as 7 to the 1/3 or cube root of 7. What do you prefer to write out? 7 to the 1/3. We'll leave it like that. All right. Now, what do I do to my x?
Cube root of
Yes, that's x squared 1/3. So what's 2 times 1/3?
1 over 6.
Careful. That's 2 times 1 divided by 3.
Wait. We go.
2/3. 1/3 times 2. All right.
No, it's 2/3.
Or should we just put a 1 over the
Yep.
That's
All right. Now, I done plumb forgot my denominator. I done plumb forgot.
I'm sorry.
That's quite all right. Now, what do I do next?
Your y9. No, y9, yeah.
Y to the 9. And what do I do to my exponent?
You multiply
By?
by 1/3.
So it's 9 times 1/3.
9/3.
9/3, which simplifies to 9 divided by 3 is?
3 so 1.
Hey, no.
No, sorry. 3.
9 divided by 3 is?
3.
Y cubed.
Perfect.
Oh, y to the 3.
I know what I'm doing.
Lost? Okay. Now, sorry, give you guys a minute there.
Okay, I understand.
Do we have a sheet?
Yes, that's the simplest we can get.
This sheet is very confusing.
That's why we're going to do some more practice. All right.
One more?
Okay, more. All right. Now, let me think.
Yeah, like chicken.
No, it died.
Every day you have like
Woohoo!
that is true. How did you
Yep.
lay eggs? They got it.
Oh my.
Okay. Now,
Is this Z? No. What is
yes,
it?
that's a Z
It is?
or Z.
I know what I'm doing.
How do you pronounce it up here? Z or Z?
Z.
Z. All right. 28x to
Never
the
said
5th.
Z in my. I mean Z in my.
28x to the 5th divided by y cubed Z to the 7th.
What the?
Copy it out. Very first thing you got to do is copy this question in.
Oh, you can't do.
Now,
And then you would
Wow, nice seeing you.
Now. what am I asking you to do with the stuff inside the brackets?
Cube it.
Square it.
Square it. Did square it. Now, hang on. Chunk it. Can you simplify anything? Is there anything in the numerator and denominator?
No.
X, Y, Z, 28. No. Okay. So, careful. 28. What are you doing to your 28?
I'm squaring it.
Yes. Why is it 28? Oh, you never mind. I'm sorry. All right. So, how do I write this out? What am I doing to my 28?
You're square 28.
Now, since I said no calculators, I don't expect you to know 28 squared offhand, even though some people have looked it up and got 784.
I got
Right.
7.
Oh my god.
Now, what do I do to the next? What do I do x to the 5th?
You got times 5 times 2.
Yes. It's x to the 5th. You have to multiply your exponents. 5 times 2 is?
10.
Square
Sounds like
You get
Now,
Good stuff.
Yeah.
what do I do to my y?
I don't know. Oh, it is 5. Multiply it by 2 as well.
The power.
So it's this
So, Tiana, what's 3 times 2? Thank you.
Show me the way. I have no clue what I'm doing.
Okay. Now, the last one is z to the 7th. What am I doing to that?
times 2.
7 times 2.
So 14.
Piggy. Isn't that good? Stop complaining.
So with this, if I do this as my work, does this work?
Yep, that's fine.
If I do this,
Now, yes.
I just
Now, I was going to say, you guys have shown me you can do this simple math. It's all these little steps putting together you're screwing up. Or you're not doing as well. Sorry. Some of you aren't doing as well as you could have. So sit down. Now, look at this question.
Be humble.
No, you're getting this right. I'm happy. Just, you're making too many little boo-boos. But we're all human. Now.
Be humble.
Now's a very good time to be quiet. Okay. What if I went to the 1/2 power? What do we do next? What do we do instead?
Times everything by half.
All of it.
Man.
Instead. You have to read your work.
Then do it for me, please.
The entire thing.
Thank you. A slice.
So if it's to the 1/2 power, what do I do?
Divide by 2.
Now, Khalil, what do you mean divide by 2?
Well, because like you multiply it by 0.5, right?
Okay, now, what do you multiply by? What do you multiply by 0.5 or divide by 2? That's what I'm trying to say. You're not, sorry, you're missing a sentence there, or you're missing a statement. What's he multiplying by 1/2 or dividing by 2? What part?
The exponent.
The exponent. Thank you. When you say multiply by 1/2 or divide by 2, I'm thinking 28 divided by 2 is 14.
Oh.
You forgot to say the exponent. So this is 28 to the 1.
Yes.
Now, remember guys, do I have to write out to the 1 power?
No, you can just leave it to 2.
I can just leave it. Now, what am I doing to all of these numbers?
Dividing their exponents, or timesing their exponents by half.
Yes. So 1 times 1/2 is?
1/2.
Yes. That's 28 to the 1/2. Now, what am I doing to my x? 5 times 1/2. Now, shh. Hey, Desiree, help me out here. 5 times 1/2 is what? 5 over 2. Is there another way to write it? What's 5 divided by 2?
Like 2.5.
2.5. So, you can write it as 2.5. Can you guys do me a favor and leave the 5 halves, please?
Sure.
All right.
That's fine by me.
Oh, that's y cubed, not y squared. My bad. Now, what do I do to my y cubed?
You're multiplying.
when you go 3
It's 3.
Keep going, Haley.
3 over 2.
Yes.
3 halves.
Now, I want the magic word times 1/2.
Times.
3 times 1/2, or y to the 3 halves. Yes. Now, what's 7 times 1/2? 7 over 2.
This is pretty good.
So,
For small brain.
Wait.
now you're starting to get this.
Yes.
Getting it?
Oh.
All right. Now, like I said, this isn't bad with some practice as long as you're quiet and pay attention. Now, one you're going to do on the slates and show me.
Okay. No. Okay. Be how determined.
Actually, oh, I heard that was.
Yeah, it was. I got kicked out.
I was just.
Try this one.
I know what steps, but.
Don't do that. Oh, ew.
Oh, I put them on 2. Oops.
Je vais te tuer.
I'm going to make this -1 just to screw your brain. Now, sorry, I just changed the last question. I'm evil. I'm evil.
Who does that?
I'm evil
What?
Knievel. Oh, but he was asleep.
Your thing's not on.
Sorry?
Not at us. I should much in there then.
Should be, shouldn't it? That's not good.
Fell asleep.